Whether it's selling a bull or providing beef to consumers, success in the cattle business usually requires doing whatever it takes to please a customer. That kind of commitment is a key part of the success of the Colorado feed yard we had a chance to visit recently. Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Brian Baxter has more in this week's Day in the Life segment.
Visit Dinklage Feed Yard in northeast Colorado, and the first thing you may notice is the diversity of the cattle in the pens.
People come out here for the first time. You can find anything from the best Nebraska Sandhill steer to dairy influence to Mexican cattle, and it is a bit of a culture shock for some people to see the diversity. Kind of our niche is we provide services to customers that most people are not willing to do. We're willing to go that extra mile.
With a capacity of 65,000 head, the Dinklage, Colorado feed yard was built in the late 1960s. Today, Todd Sigmund manages a crew of 39.
Day here at Dinklage Feed Yard would start at about 4:30 in the morning with our bunk checker out, checking the bunks, seeing what the appetite is of the cattle. He inputs that into his computer system. The feeders show up about 5, start feeding. Cowboys this time of year in the summer when it's hot will leave the barn about 5:30 in the morning so we can get a good look at the cattle while it's cool. We've got phenomenal facilities. All of our hospital systems are enclosed. We really have the advantage in that aspect of things. In addition, I think we've got the best crew I've ever been around. I mean, our pen maintenance, our people really care. They love their job, they love what they do, and they take care of the animals first before they worry about themselves, and that's appreciated.
From individual animal care to precise feed rations, attention to detail is evident here. And Todd Sigmund is also a believer in the value of premises registration.
I think premises registration is extremely important to the industry. We've seen over the years these cases of BSE and things like that have cropped up, and premise registration, people have got a phobia that it's to be able to track them down and somehow control what they're doing. Premise registration is not that at all. One thing, it's to help us in traceability if we do happen to have a national epidemic or a problem that we need to address. We can quickly get to the source and get the problem resolved.
Just as all producers have to take action on premises registration, Sigmund says the feed yard is facing the same challenges other cattlemen do when it comes to rising costs.
Rising input costs have affected the entire industry, and not just here. I mean, number one, there's not as many people wanting to feed right now in the face of the rising feed costs. Number two, it forces you to become a better manager. I mean, you've got to tighten your belt as tight as you can get it to reduce as much overhead to help that customer.
Even with the challenges, Todd Sigmund values the opportunity to work in the beef industry.
It's a way of life. Dealing with animals and agriculture, there's something about it that you can't find anywhere else. I mean, it's a family affair. We've got husbands, wives working for us. Quite frankly, it's an industry that I want to see sustained for my own children so that my family has the same opportunities that I've had to stay in production agriculture. Our children are 9, 7, and 5. They don't know any other way of life. I mean, it's always been agriculture in some form. They love it. They have the freedoms to experience more than perhaps kids that are trapped inner city. I mean, if they want to go ride horses, they ride horses. They understand livestock. They learn an early appreciation for what it means to tend to the land and tend to the stock.
In northeast Colorado, I'm Brian Baxter for Cattleman to Cattleman.
You heard Todd speak about the importance of premises registration. To learn more about how to voluntarily register your premises, visit our website at cattlemantocattleman.org.